Now we have the Q&A session, and you can ask any one of the panelists. Let's welcome Dr. Zeng, Dr. Wu, and Dr. Chi back to the stage. And we will now open the floor for a joint Q&A session with our three experts. If you have any questions, please raise your hand and a microphone will be brought to you. Okay, use this mic. Maybe let me. You hear me? Do you have a question? Yes, please.
Hello， 大家好，下午好，我的名字叫萨利法，我从马来西亚杜森恩大学，I'm from UTHM. My studies is master degree in technical and vocational. My question is, in case I was interested to join in Shenzhen Polytechnic University, China in future, now I start. How does SZPU help international students enhance their career prospect, especially in the field of vocational education and training? Can anyone answer my question?
Well, thank you for the question. I think your question is about international students.
Yes. In case 要我讲华语。
Yes. You speak Chinese very well.
Okay. 我讲华语。随着职业技术大学如何帮助国子学生提升他们在职业教育和平学旅游的职业换成奖金？听得懂吗？要讲华语还是
I think for this question, let's invite our coordinator because he's also the deputy director of our international office. I think he could answer the question for you.
Very good Chinese. I cannot imagine you can speak such a good Chinese. For international students at Shenzhen Polytechnic University, we started from 20 years ago. Started the collaboration with overseas partner universities for student exchange and for short-term study tour. So that's encourages the mobility of international students because you really need international experience different education model and the culture. At present, we have students from about 40 countries all over across the world. Started from the language from basic level 1 to level 6, and normally students will need one semester about 6 months to master the communication skills basically. So, and another way is to collaborate with African university. We recruited students from architecture construction. They are coming to Shenzhen Polytechnic for 1.5 year to get our degree, bachelor degree. And these students start from zero. One semester later, they can communicate with me when we meet each other. For the vocational education, we have some joint international project programs, collaborate with Australian university and university from United States. That's a dual, we call 3+0, because this program will be given in English and mainly for Chinese students. If you are interested, you can apply for exchange or international students in our university. We might arrange the international courses for you together with Chinese language courses. So we can call it, the name is Chinese language plus vocational education program projects. So you are very welcome to access our international office in the future, no matter level what. So grade 1, grade 2, if you find the time available to come to Shenzhen, you are really welcome. And finally, I'm here to offer a gift, 5 free scholarships for 1 semester, study in Chinese, Shenzhen Polytechnic. First come, first served. Thank you. Did I answer your questions? 可以吗？好，好，谢谢你。
Thank you, Dr. Yang. I think you are all excited about the gift, right? Okay, I got a question for Dr. Zheng actually from our online participation. Except for the on-site participants, which are 73 participants here, we also have another 121 participants joining us on the Zoom platform. So I got a question for Dr. Zheng, which is she asked how to overcome the challenge of infrastructure, trainers, and leaders' competencies, especially in developing countries.
Yes. Thank you for this question. And actually, this is really a big challenge in not only a developing country, but for many developed country, because the most difficult thing is the sustainable of all those capacity building, all those infrastructure, how to sustain all. So always we should have from the studies that we read and we study on, we know that always we need a systematic mechanism from top to down to instruct and support. And really the core is funds. The funds is the core for sustainability. Like I mentioned on my slides about the course-related project, we have actually very sufficient funds from various levels, national level, provincial level, institutional level. We have those sufficient funds for us to build all those things for with sustainability. So back to the question. So how to solve those challenge for those developing countries? So that's why we come here to establish this China Asian Capacity Building Center. We are under the framework, we are endorsed by UNESCO, and we try to narrow or even close the digital divide and for sustainability and for better world. So let's collaborate each other and join us to make a better world. So that's my answer.
Thank you, Dr. Zheng. I think according to Dr. Zheng's answer, lobby to the leadership and also the government authorities is very important, because such digital transformation is a systematic and a holistic process. It needs efforts from every dimension. So UTHM and our university all did actually, I think, did quite well in digital transformation, and it is actually thanks to the leadership. Also, as Dr. Zheng mentioned, global networking, our collaboration, and also the collaboration with industries could be quite important. So, do you have any other questions maybe for Dr. Wu and Dr. Chi?
Hello, hi, my name is Muhammad Farid. So my question is for Dr. Chu Haizo. So
Okay.
my question is like, how do you view the fundamental of difference in research objective is between academia and industry, and are they successfully cases such as a university industry collaboration is joint laboratories that is it effectively bridge this gap? So that's my question.
So let me confirm that you want some successful cases.
Yes.
Okay. So far as I know that because we actually are at the beginning of the AI era, right? So we're still like doing digital transformation now. And I'd like to say that from my own experience, I haven't seen, I'm saying that everything is going on, but there is a successful example that we did in past decades, which is in 5G generation. So we have cooperated with Huawei and some other industry partners to build the curriculum together, and we also asked them to together we establish some laboratories and some digitalized resources, teaching resources, which is free online for students to. Actually, the students can either do the experiments in the laboratory, or they can take the experiment back to their room. Yeah. So it's very flexible. I think somehow this is, although it's not related to AI, but I think the digital transformation, somehow we can learn from these successful cases to make our digital transformation better.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Chi. I think Dr. Chi also emphasizes the collaboration with the enterprises and the private sector, and it helps address the gaps between academia and the industry. Thank you. So, any other questions? Please.
Okay. I have to stand. Okay. Okay. I'm putting this question to Dr. Wu. Okay. In the case study of DeepSeek, how do you ensure the tools adaptability to educational system with a different cultural values and teaching methodologies, such as those in Southeast Asia versus Western countries? And the question clear?
Yes,
Okay.
of course. Thanks for your question. DeepSeek Plus adopts a hybrid framework combining a global trend core with large modules with region specific adapter modules. So in Southeast Asian context, they collaborate with local educators and indicate cultural relevant examples. Okay, and meanwhile, for Western systems, emphasize critical thinking. The tool prioritized open-ended problem solving promotes, and continuous feedback loops with partners. University like UTHM ensure the contextual relevance. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Wu. Now we already have two. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Hello.
Hello, please.
Actually, I am truly honored to come here because I was participate in international mobility program at Shenzhen Polytechnic at 2008. I am a UTHM alumni. I am a TVET teacher.
It sounds so nice.
Yeah, I still remember at since 2008, the name still Shenzhen Polytechnic, I think.
Yes, we just become
Ni hao ma.
university in 2023.
Okay, my question is, as a TVET teacher, my name is Muhammad Saifuddin. How can we ensure that the digital capacity building initiative for TVET teachers are sustainable and continually updated to the match rapid technological advancement in industry? That's my question. Thank you. Clear?
Yeah, yes, I think your question is asked about how to keep the.
Confirm that you mean that how to get all those knowledge or skills to be aligned with the industry. Actually, I have introduced on the slides about the curriculum design process. So you could see from the framework, from designing the objectives, then to the contents, then to the organizations and the evaluation. We have invited the partners from industry, from the labor market to join all along the way, all along the processes. So that's why we have put many attentions and our focus to partners with those sound enterprises in local. So, so we actually need their help because, like I said, that to collaborating with the industry, collaborating with them is like a mantra in TVET. Worldwide, that's worldwide. So, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Deng. Any other questions? Oh, please.
Okay, I want to ask a question for Dr. Q. So your experience seems quite unique. It appears that industry has many requirements for talent, but many of these requirements cannot be cultivated in school. What do you think about this issue?
Okay, so you mean that some abilities are not, the school will not get you ready for that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's that's what we expect because school can't teach you everything, right? So, but what we do in TVET education that we can get you ready as much as possible. But still, I see there is a gap between the academia and the industry, and our education is still chasing after the industry. Somehow we can make the gap smaller, right? How do we do that? We cannot send you to the industry for internship like year by year, and that's our expectation, but it's not realistic. What we want to do is that you can immerse yourself into resources, first-hand resources from industry, with some educational technology and educational methodology that makes those industry material to you can absorb those material in school as much as possible. But for those abilities, some other abilities, you have to get yourself ready. Find some way that not in school but in your daily life you can you can build up your abilities to participate in some training, some activities, and collaborate with your classmates, something like that. I believe that our university has provided a lot of chance for that.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. G. I think Dr. G means that as TVET providers, we can not do it perfectly, but we are trying to do it better, and we provide a lot of resources, and actually the TVET students should possess the self-learning capabilities. I think we also got some other questions from online participation, and one question is about the skills and knowledge. He is asking, between skills and knowledge, which one should come first for someone to be skilled? So it's a general question, any one of the panelists could answer. So we should have skills first or knowledge? Thanks,
Yes,
Dr.
I
Deng.
think actually when we're thinking about curriculum, there are three basic elements: knowledge, skills, and attitude. They come separate from each other. Especially in TVET, we are learning from doing, so they are also, both of them, I think both of them are very important. I just couldn't think how to separate them from each other. So that's my question. Do they learning by doing by learning?
Okay, thanks, Dr. Zeng. And is there any other on-site questions? Okay, please.
Okay, hello, good afternoon. My name is Nur Bazlin. I want to ask question for Dr. Wu Ting Tian. Okay, so for my question is, how do you see the role of large models in the future of education?
The roles of large,
How do you see the role of
the role of
large model?
large language model in future education?
Sorry for my oral spoken English, so I try to reply in Chinese, and then the director will translate to English.
I
Is
see,
okay?
Okay.
Acceptable? Okay.
Okay.
So
Thank
maybe
you.
如果你的中文够好啊，你可以这个听一下，OK？ Okay, yes.
He will answer
yes.
in Chinese.
对。
And maybe you can also to be the volunteer as the translator. Yes.
对对是。
Yes, we can also use the AI to be the translator. Okay, please answer the role of large language model in future education.
OK in Chinese 就是大模型吧，就是我觉得它相当于是一个很大的一个知识库，它这个基本上是无所不能的，因为它的这个知识量的话可以超过人类的这个总和来着，所以的话它在各个方面都能赋能。OK, I will sentence by sentence or what?
So can you translate? He's
我原来是可以讲华语，但是一点点还可以讲。
It's okay.
OK
Doctor,
一点
Doctor.
点。是如果你讲的那个，你可以再来一次 explain 再来一次吗？
OK. OK, I want to OK the large modules are just like a huge brain, which contains of the global knowledges or skills from human mankind. So it can almost do everything, to just beyond text generation, image generation, or video, or some XR or other multimedia applications. So it has lots of applications of scenarios for our jobs, not beyond the technical education, but as a worker, as a student, we can use large modules to do everything, to help do our homework. And as a teacher, I can use it to do the curriculum standard generation, and also do a PowerPoint or slide for me, and also also in some business areas, almost do everything. But one thing should be focused is that should make sure use it safely, right? Because if you do it in the wrong ways, maybe have some ethnic or some other safety problems. Okay, so.
I think Dr. Wu means that we still need to have the control of the AI in future, even though in future education, as the large model could only be the assistance in teaching and learning. Okay, please.
I want to share some
Okay,
some
Dr. Chi
thoughts.
would like to share
Yeah.
some insights.
Because I teach several courses that are related to coding, I would say that the large language model is a double-edged sword in education at the current stage. Because when I review the homework of my students, I can see that some of them will use the large language model to solve the problems for their homework. So somehow I see that this is not very good because they haven't mastered those knowledge or skill yet, and they ask the large language model to help them to easily solve those problems in seconds. I think it's not good for them and not good for education. But we cannot get rid of the large language model because this is a trend. For me, I also try to use large language model to mark the students' homework as well. But it's just a trial, right? I discovered that it's not very, it does not work as expected because I see that, okay, I ask DeepSeek to score the homeworks. All the scores are the same, no matter the quality of the homework. So I would say that we still have to learn how to interact with the large language model, which I think Dr. Wu will have better solution in future, right? So yeah, if you are a student, you have to, you have to learn a lot of things rather than just use large language model to solve your homework in seconds. And I think for teacher like me, I have to learn that how do I interact with large language model and use the language model, the power of large language model to teaching, to material preparation. Yeah, I think that's how I can learn for that. So yeah, that's my thoughts.
Thank you for your sharing. I think actually time is up for the session, but we still have got some questions from the online participants. Maybe I could select one short question from these all questions. There is a question about how can we assess practical competencies in a digital environment? Because, in TVET sector, maybe we need some hands-on experience and skills, but now we are in a digital era, so how can we still assess these hands-on or practical competencies? I think maybe you engage in some VR or applications in teaching, you can answer.
Yeah, there is a course called routing and switching. Actually, we have tried to build a VR environment to let students immerse themselves into that environment. They plug in NAT cables, they relocate the NAT switches. But is it the digital competence? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Because I think the digital competence should not be just the digital. Yeah, I think the way that we can get the digital competence is that we shrink the distance between our teaching, our practical environment to the industry teaching. Sorry, not teaching, to the industry or practical industry scenarios. Yeah. But still, I think the best way for us to get the digital competence is that we can watch videos. We can, learn the. Still, we don't have to use AR or XR, those fancy technology, because I don't think they are ready for that. But we can watch the videos from industry practical. And learn from people from industry. They have online lectures, they have online training sessions that we can participate more for that. I think that is an efficient way for us to get ready for the digital competence.
Actually, please,
okay,
maybe the final question.
My question is for Dr. Zeng. How will you integrate green skill development alongside digital skill for teaching and learning, especially in TVET education?
I'd like to confirm your question is about how to integrate green skills
alongside with the digital skills.
green skills and digital skills actually are the transversal skills, and actually is both or parts of the focus of UNESCO UNIWAT. So they are the priority. So like Joan, Miss Joan, we are participating in the BUILD project. So it is for, they could see the importance to bridging those skills in TVET, in teaching and learning. So like we have those projects to bridging those skills together through learning. When we identify the curriculum objectives, we actually can separate them, but we can integrate them through the process, through well-organized, well-structured learning activities. We have so many cases. If we have time, and we will contact later to show those cases to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Zheng. I agree with Dr. Zheng. Green skills is actually a transversal skills. We do not have a course for greening, but we can incorporate such skills delivery in every course. For example, Dr. Zheng introduced in her slides, we would have the learning objectives, and maybe we could incorporate the green skills delivery in our learning objective. In this way, we could cultivate the students' skills in this regard. So thanks for all panelists, thoughtful answers, and thanks for your active participation. Welcome to China, welcome to Shenzhen, and hopefully we could have more exchange and collaboration in the future. Thanks.
Thank you, Ms. Chong Hyo-ya, for moderating and also handling the Q&A session. I do have a question to Dr. Yang regarding the 3 sponsorships that you offer. Is there any age limit, just in case there's a not so young candidate who would like to apply?
You, as a moderator today, you have done an excellent job. Without your contribution, it will not be successful. So definitely, you will be one of them.
Okay, thank you. I'm honored. Okay, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are almost at the end of the workshop, but before that, let's have a photography session to commemorate this event. For the on-site participants and perhaps the secretariat, kindly move over closer to the middle rows to have your photo taken. And for the online participants, kindly turn on your camera.